once again, we the Hebrew Israelites. First off, we just want to give all praise to Yahweh Yahweh Shah. We want to say double honors to the elders that rule well, and salutations to you brothers of the elect that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity, man. Once again, we just come out, through the spirit of Yahweh Yahweh Shah, just to remind you people of the prophecies that the Most High is manifesting in this place, man. Because the so-called white man, the devil, according to the Bible, Esau, he's about to start bringing great tribulation, because we all know through the scriptures that judgment is going to begin at the house of the Most High. The Lord's people, the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But you stupid niggas, and just all you people in America as a general, you just keep on being set in whatever you want to do, man. Your own wicked inventions, man. All the vanity, man. When it's real times upon us, we're in a time of major prophecy being fulfilled, man. One of those main prophecies, that shit, it's already here. It's just a matter of time before it's implemented on a major scale, is that the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. We're just gonna read, first off, give Revelation 12 and 12. Let's hold that.
Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's right. So the scriptures say that the devil, the deceiver, the one that deceived the whole earth, which is the so-called white man, and his power structure, which right now, get this clown right here. Because a lot of our people, they get deceived by the grandeur of this false illusion of power, when this is nothing but a puppet that the so-called white man, the devil, set up. But really, the so-called white man is behind all the wickedness, man. And the scriptures say that because he knoweth that he had but a short time, he's about to bring great wrath, man. Matter of fact, somebody get Job chapter 20, verse, I think it's 22. 22, I think. Because right now, man, the so-called white man, the elders quoted this one guy, I think it was Rockefeller, who said that the internet should have never been invented, basically, because we're in a time right now where information is coming out on a rapid scale, all throughout the world. I don't know if I'm quoting whoever said that, but Nick Rockefeller, that's right, the water. Well, he basically said that the internet, they wish they never had invented it, man, because all this information is coming up on a mass level, to where, even just these peon Americans, they able to get certain information, man. It's not classified anymore, to know the deep, secret, wicked counsel of the powers to be, starting with these so-called elites, man. And these different secret organizations, namely like the Illuminati, these so-called Masonic orders, but they know that we're in a time of great prophecy also, because these elites, they know the scriptures too, man. So that's why they trying to offset the will of the Most High somehow. So they just gonna go full effect in wickedness, man.
That's right.
Go ahead and hold on, get that real quick. Is it 20 and 22?
Yeah. Job chapter 20 verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
That's right. So it says in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. So the so-called white man and his whole power structure and his whole hegemony that he has spread out across the earth, man, when he's coming to the apex of his power and his wicked inventions, he's gonna be in straits, meaning dire, hard times, man.
That's right.
And that's why, like I was saying, like we just read in Revelation 12 and 12, he know it according to the prophecies written in the scriptures that he had but a short time. So he's trying to speed up the process to unravel all this wickedness, man. But one of the main things, man, one of the key things that we hasten the day that he brings is this RFID microchips that you niggas are so naive that don't think exist, when it's already right here. But we got the prophecy according to the scriptures that qualify what we out here saying, man. Don't take our word for it. Read, brother.
When he is about to fill his belly, the the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
That's right. So the scriptures are saying when the so-called white man is about to fill his belly, the Most High is going to cast his wrath upon him, man. And that ultimate wrath is going to come via those ICBM nuclear missiles, man, that are going to be shot off by nations like Iran, Russia, North Korea, Syria, and other nations, man, throughout the earth.
Everybody.
All the nations in Psalms 83.
That's right. All the nations in Psalms 83. That roll call, so to speak, that we have to go through from time to time, man. Let's sit on that. Go back to the prophecy of Revelation.
This is Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
That's right. So the so-called white man, the devil, according to the Bible, he causes all, rich, poor, old, young, to get a mark. And that word mark in the Hebrew is what is it?
Charagma.
Charagma. Which is it's an incision, man.
Charagma.
It's not actually talking about the mark that's in Ezekiel 9:4, man. It's actually talking about an incision, man. Right. An implant, like a surgical incision, man. Go ahead, brother.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
That no man that's a part of this empire is gonna be able to buy, sell, meaning trade, be able to just function to get your day-to-day needs, man, except you got that mark, man.
Right.
And we already see it on a low level, man. Your debit card, you know? And what you got, these speed passes, you know? Where people like go pay for gasoline, all you gotta do is just wave that thing across and it'll just take the funds out of your account to allow you to buy gas, you know? It's already implanted in different animals, you know? Right. As a tracking device, you know?
Next up is the kids.
Yeah. Next up, they're gonna be using it. They're gonna push it as a justification to where let's prevent, you know, all this kidnapping, you know. So the so-called white man, you know, is set, but ultimately the Most High has it set through these prophecies for the so-called white man to bring this chip, man.
Right.
And it's right here in your face, man. So you don't have to take our word for it. We're just out here set to warn you, man, before it actually happens, man. Go ahead. Yeah, keep going on that. All right.
Or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 6.
Hold on, stop right there. Read that last part about the understanding.
Yeah. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding.
Let him that hath understanding. Go ahead.
Count the number of the beast.
Count the number of the beast. You got Johanna out there talking about that the chip is an embargo. The mark of the beast is an embargo. You got Nate talking about it's Christianity.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. When that time comes, the chip already, the prophecy on the chip already said that no man should be able to buy or sell. So when you go into a store to be able to buy food for your family, they're not gonna ask you if you're a Christian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It say let him with understanding. So the men with understanding, the Lord put the spirit on them to understand that it's talking about that RFID microchip that's with the word charagma. It's talking about an incision in your right hand or in your forehead. So it's plain. It's plain according to the scriptures. The scriptures don't leave us hanging.
That's right.
You fucking niggas do. Read.
That's right.
You got it.
That's right. And that's a beautiful point, man. The reality of these scriptures too, that the brother mentioned, that the scriptures mentioned, that it's gonna be implanted in your right arm or in your forehead, because the chip is gonna run off of what is it called, like thermal
your body heat.
Yeah.
Your body heat,
you know basically, man. So the scriptures already has it laid out, man. Why would the scriptures specifically say that it's gonna be implanted in one of those two places, man? Because the so-called white man knows that those two places generate body heat to allow that chip to run, man.
You can't implant an embargo in your hand or your forehead.
That's right.
You can't implant Christianity in your forehead or in your hand.
That's right.
The scriptures is being real specific.
That's right.
And like it said, the man with understanding is gonna be the one that's gonna bring that out. Just like with the Most High when the Most High put the Spirit on our elders to teach us that it's not an embargo, that it's not Christianity, that it's not sleeping with white women, that it's not having a pistol.
That's
Go ahead.
nonsense, man. That's nonsense, man. But you know, like the scriptures say in Isaiah 6 and 9, man. You know, basically the Most High had blinded them, man. Like it says in Romans 11 and 7, man, only the election have obtained the truth, man.
That's right.
The understanding of what's to come, man, in these last days. Via these prophecies, man. It's crystal clear to us, man. So even though we set out here to preach it, man, it's only gonna fall on the ears of the elect, man.
That's right.
And anyone who accepts this mark, man, is gonna be condemned.
That's right.
It's over for you, man. Once you accept that chip, man, all bets are off, so to speak, man. You have officially counted yourself as an enemy of the Most High, man.
That's right. And that's according to the word.
And that's according to the scriptures, man.
That's right.
Matter of fact, go ahead and get that. Yeah, Ezra.
2 Ezra 9. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
That's right. So the scriptures say, measure thou the times diligently, man. And how do you measure the times? For the men that's in this truth, first, going through these scriptures, man, searching these scriptures, studying these scriptures, praying to the Most High for understanding of these prophecies, man. Having faith, paying attention to what's going on, man, watching the news, being circumspect, man. Like the elders always say, man, not because you niggas be wanting to watch bullshit like watching Booty Call and all that other bullshit, man. We watching documentaries. We trying to wake our mind up, man, to really what's going on. We trying to stay alert, so to speak, man, so we don't get caught off guard when all these things start to play out, you know? Because we understand through the prophecies that it's the time that the Most High is about to visit this world for iniquity, man.
That's right.
Because right now we living in a world, it's at the height of iniquity, man. You got homosexuals who are given the right to get married. You got women ruling over men. You got the so-called white man who's the wicked, according to the Bible. He's still in power, being a demon. You got the black woman that's totally out of order. You know, just all these women on this sign, they're just total sluts, man. You got these niggas selling poison in the hood to each other, killing each other, stealing from each other, lying, committing adultery. You got every manner of wickedness that the Bible speaks of, that the Bible condemns, that's playing out right here in this wicked kingdom, man. That's why the Most High is gonna visit it, man.
That's right.
Through his son Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
What if I say to you? Just like in the times of Noah, when they were eating, marrying and being given in marriage, that's the same thing going on today. It's not just literally, eating and drinking, marrying and being given in marriage, but it's spiritually. All these other philosophies, all this other madness that's going on, anything that's outside of scriptures, that's what they're taking hold to.
Right.
And they hate the men of the Lord that are coming out of the scriptures and telling them that they're wrong.
That's right, brother.
You know?
That's right, bro. Go ahead.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right. So all these things that are set to befall this world as we know it today, man, all these things were written from the beginning, man. And all the prophets, prophesied about these things, man. Whether you want to talk about Jeremiah, Isaiah, Obadiah, Zechariah, Malachi,
right.
It goes on up into the New Testament, because you stupid ass niggas, man, you don't want to deal with the New Testament.
Old Testament.
You know what I'm saying? When all the men that were written about in the New Testament, that's all they did was quote the law. Even our Savior himself, Yahweh Shah, man, that's all he did was quote Isaiah, Psalms, things that were written in the law, man, from the prophets.
Yep.
Things that were written before, from the beginning, man.
Right.
Elijah.
Is it more than that? Yeah, go ahead.
For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
That's right. So all things have a beginning and an end, man. And America had a hell of a beginning, man. Just to establish power and prominence in this land, the so-called white man committed iniquity, man, against the Lord's people. Man, get the signs, brother. We gotta remind you people, man, because we live in an age where people want to forgive and forget. And let's hold hand in hand, but the Most High is a man that he never forgets, man. You know, look at some of the iniquities, man, that the so-called white man did to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Slaughtering the Native Americans, man, to get control of this land when they helped them, man. And we're at peace with them. Breaking all the treaties that they made with the so-called Native American Indians, man. Bringing the so-called Negroes over here on them cargo slave ships, man. The Most High has not forgotten about these things. So all the wonderful beginnings that this place had to get established, man, the Most High, on the flip side of that token, man, the balance, he's gonna bring a dramatic end to this place.
That's right.
A dramatic close, a dramatic conclusion to this wicked empire, man. Via these ICBM nuclear missiles, man. The Most High, man, he's gonna make this land a total desolation, man.
That's right.
Where only desert creatures are gonna be dwelling in this land.
That's right.
You know, after the Most High destroys it with these missiles, man. And rightly so, we can't wait till this happens, man. And 2/3 of you niggas, man, because the spirit lately, man, has just been hinging on you niggas, man. 2/3 of these people on the sign, man, y'all gonna get caught up in that, man.
Can I say this real quick? You know why the spirit is hinging on these niggas? It's because they the ones that's fighting it the hardest.
That's ooh, man. Yo.
You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man, he already know his destiny. He already know his destiny. So his last ditch effort, his last best shit, like the brother Kadar say, his last best shit is to try to get niggas to turn against the men of the Lord. Since it's not working, that he can do it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody buying no so-called white man shit no more.
right.
So now he trying to get them niggas that he put in the boule and all that Baphomet and all that old shit. He trying to get them to come up against the men of the Lord now.
right.
And they getting crushed because the spirit of the Lord is the one that's gonna reign over everything, man.
Right, man.
2/3 of the nation of Israel gotta die. It was prophesied. We already knew that before these niggas even came up here with that shit.
That's right,
Got it.
because you niggas' deeds overpass the deeds of the wicked, which is the so-called white man. And you niggas, like I was saying, man, you so naive and just so stupid and full of Stockholm Syndrome, man, you don't recognize that the so-called white man is your enemy. And I ain't just talking about the so-called Negro. I gotta keep hinging. I'm talking about all you tribes, from the so-called Negro on down to the so-called Mexican, man. You somehow think that the so-called white man is for you, man. But the Most High, through these last days, is gonna allow the true spirit of Esau, the so-called white man, to be manifest.
That's right.
And like we read in Revelation chapter 12 and 12, he knows that he has a short time, man. So he's gonna go full force on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
That's right.
And the Most High is gonna allow him to play on y'all, man. And rightfully so, man. We gonna rejoice when we see you niggas getting your head cut off by the so-called white man when he's gunning you down, man.
To add to what you're saying, brother, I saw this article where they have tanks, the police, local police and everything.
Right.
They're getting
MRAPs.
what they call it?
MRAPs, mine resistant something vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're ready. They're ready to start plowing you down by the millions, man.
They got them for free.
For free. Yeah. Pennies on the dollar, right?
Yep. You don't have to pay for the gas.
That's right. And the elders, like Elder Ramlam, he brought out a beautiful point saying how, like, so-called white man, you know, Interpol, whatever these organizations that they gonna use to guide this martial law that they gonna run, they didn't went and bought, they didn't stockpile like I want to say billions of these like hollow point bullets, man, hollow point shells, man. What do you think those shells are gonna be used for, man? They ain't gonna just be for decoration, man. They planning on using those shells,
It's
man.
like 400 million of
It's a ridiculous number, I know.
Basically, they got enough. They ordered enough bullets, enough hollow point bullets to shoot every person in America 5 times.
Yeah, the DHS, the Homeland Security.
Yeah, that's who it was. Which,
That was 2 years ago.
organizations like the DHS, Homeland Security, all these different organizations, man, Interpol, they're gonna be used to be the front runners of this martial law, man. You're gonna have these Gerber troops, all these different foreign militias and militaries set up over here because they ain't gonna give a damn about you citizens over here, man. They hate you Americans, man. They ain't gonna show no lick of sympathy, empathy, or emotion, man, to put especially you niggas to death, man.
Right.
If you niggas resist in any type of way to get when they trying to take you out of those concentration camps, man, they ain't gonna resist to, man, to just shoot you down, man.
If I could add a point to that, it don't even matter if you resist. If you watching the news, they killing niggas for fun.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Niggas, it was over in London. It was a little young Jake. Of course, he was, I don't know, selling drugs or some shit, but he didn't have no gun or nothing on him. Showed no kind of resistance. They just banged at him, just shot him up, killed him, on it just like that.
That's right.
And what's gonna happen to those cops that did it?
They gonna get a raise and a 2-week vacation.
Yeah, right.
Nothing. There was another nigga over here in New York or something like that. He got his ass whooped by 2 cops because he was deaf. He couldn't hear none of the orders that they was giving him. And he wasn't showing no kind of resistance. They just started beating on the dude, man. At the time of martial law, there's no rules. It's not gonna be about doing something wrong or let me check your pockets.
Right.
It's gonna be about getting you niggas out of here.
That's right, man. And that's a beautiful thing. We're gonna rejoice, man, when the so-called white man's putting his foot in you niggas' asses, man.
That's right.
Because you niggas, you refuse to hearken to the words that the prophets are preaching out of this Bible, man.
They won't.
You so-called niggas, man, like I was saying, man, you think the so-called white man, because he's allowed you to be wicked and carry out your wickedness in America, that he's somehow for you now, man. Get that for me, brother, real quick. I'll push off. Sirach 12 and 10. Hold that real
I was my old lady sent me a video where they got this white dude. It's a cartoon. I don't know who put the video out, but it's a cartoon where it got this white man basically laying out everything that they done did through history. You know what I'm saying? He telling them the reason why you niggas killing each other is because we set it all up that way. We did this, we did that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all blaming it on. I would say, they going to how they got you to worship the so-called white man over your own God. I gotta send it out, but basically it's a cartoon where the white man is laying out everything that he ever done to a nigga woman. You know what I'm saying? On the video. On the video. I'm talking about he lays out everything. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that came to my head when I saw the video was, how many times have you heard us say out here on the streets, if the so-called white man tell you everything that we saying, you'll believe him, but you won't believe us. So whoever put that cartoon out had to be in the same spirit. You know what I'm saying? But bro, when I send y'all this video, this cracker laid out every fucking thing, man. He didn't. Only thing he didn't do was ask for Job 9:24.
That's the spirit. Because even these so-called these peon so-called white people, man, they understand the wickedness of they higher up elites, you know, and they're fed up too, because they catching hell too. Which, to their discredit, that just makes them 2-time losers. But you so-called Negroes, man, you have no business putting your hope and your trust in the so-called white man. Just because he's giving you a few benefits, which he owes you his life, you niggas then got pacified all of a sudden, man. Go ahead and get that, brother.
This is Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
That's right. So the scriptures say, never trust thine enemy, man. And from the beginning, man, as it was written in Genesis, man, the so-called white man, Esau, according to the Bible, man, he's been our spiritual enemy from the beginning. On up to where we at now, man. It's never changed, man.
Always slithering up in there.
It's never changed, man. And he's actually waxed worse and worse, man, in his wickedness and his hatred towards you niggas, man. Even though the so-called white man at your job, he may smile, open the door for you, pat you on the back, tell you you did a good job, man. And deep in his mind, he fucking hates you, man.
Right.
He wish he could destroy you, man. So the scriptures say never trust thine enemy. And we also know, according to the scriptures, that the so-called white man is the Lord's whipping stick against his people. He's gonna use the so-called white man to carry out his judgment. And we praise the Most High, the Why Yahweh shot for that, man. Because you niggas deserve that. Go ahead and get that, brother.
Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
2/3, man. 2/3 of you simple ass Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, are gonna be cut the hell off, man. Y'all gonna be burned up. Y'all gonna catch all types of hell and calamity. Y'all gonna be tortured in these concentration camps. Your kids gonna be getting shot up.
Right.
Your kids gonna starve. Your woman gonna be getting raped. And ultimately you're gonna get burned up when those thermonuclear missiles are shot off, man. But the 1/3, man, and hopefully we're the elect that the Most High, you know, is gonna redeem with salvation when he sends his son Yahweh Shah back, man. We're gonna be delivered out of this, Lord willing, you know?
That's right.
Is it more than that?
I got a question.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3. Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
That's right. He say, read that again, matter of fact. That first verse.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
That's right. It says, behold, I've made thee small among the heathens, man. So we're in a time right now to all, like the brothers Yatazak always say, even these little rinky-dink nations, man, they coming up in pride against the so-called white man because they're developing different technology and nuclear capability. So the so-called white man is diminishing in power in their eyes too, man.
That's right.
They're not taking no shit from the so-called white man no more, man. The only reason that they truly deal with him is to be able to make money, to make profit.
Trade.
To trade.
And if I can say this, there was another article that I read earlier this week where the people in Afghanistan, they're questioning like what the U.S. is doing over there. Like, why are you bombing? Will you have to pay for what you've been doing? And the answer is yes, because you've been going around the earth pillaging and raping and robbing these people, but you don't think you're gonna get judged for that.
That's right.
You're haughty. You're so proud.
That's right.
But the Lord is saying that pride is going to get brought low real soon. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart had deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
That's right. So the pride of your heart has deceived you, man. Matter of fact, get Psalms 49 and 11. Hold that. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, man. So even though through the scriptures, the prophecies that the Most High has written, man, we know of the imminent destruction of the so-called white man's power structure, of his nation, man. He thinks in his mind, in his own feeble, deceitful mind, that he's gonna somehow just go on forever and ever, man.
Right.
That for all this wickedness that he's done throughout time, that there's not gonna be a retribution, a recompense, man. And it says, them that dwell in the clefts of the rocks, man. What is the world called a so-called white man? Caucasians.
Caucasian.
That's what they're otherwise referred to as Caucasians.
That's right.
Or cave dwellers.
Yeah, that's right, brother.
And if you look around, brother, pan around, all these buildings, this is Petra all over again.
That's what I was going to say, man. Because the so-called white man's origins, he comes from Mount Seir, which is modern-day Georgia, Russia, Petra.
Right.
And that word Petra in the Hebrew, patrawa, it means rocks. Rock.
It's like if you have something that's petrified.
That's right, brother. That's what like Peter. That's what his name, because he was the rock that the Most High established his church upon, man. So the so-called white man, that shows too, according to the prophecies, that you can't deny, because the so-called white man, he wants to call himself every nation outside of who he actually is. He wants to be the Egyptians. Yeah, he wants to be the Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
He's the Israel, you know. He wants to be everybody, man, except who the Most High created him to be, man.
Right.
And it's clear through the prophecies in the scriptures, man. Them that dwell in the clefts of the rocks, and that only pertains to one group of people, man. Go ahead, brother.
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
That's right, like the brother was going into, man. Like all these buildings, man. All these modern day caves, man. Because according to the law, you're not supposed to build a structure that's higher than higher than 3 stories. You know? And that only makes sense, man, because if there's a fire, you would want a way to be able to get out, man.
That's right.
But the so-called white man just builds things into heaven, man. And that's just really just a symbol of that pride, man. Go ahead.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
That's right. So though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, because what is the symbol of America? The eagle. Even going back to those Romans, the eagle. And it says that they set thy nest upon the stars. What is that talking about? Those different satellites that they got set out there to be able to monitor, man. But the Most High says that he's going to throw down for these things, man. Just to back up, like we read in Job 20 and 22, when the so-called white man in his power structure, when they come to the fullness of their sufficiency, man, the Most High is going to throw down, man. They're going to be in straits.
Now look at this. Just like the brother was going into how they dwell, those that dwell in the clefts of the rock. Get this on camera, bro. Now that's Petra. You know what I'm saying? That's where the Edomites was living. That's where they come from. Now you see that? You got a good zoom on that? Now turn around and look at the building behind us, behind you, behind the camera. Look at that, and tell me that ain't the same goddamn thing.
They dwell in the clefts of the rocks, man.
You know what I'm saying? They was dwelling in the clefts of the rocks then, and they was dwelling in the clefts of the rocks now, but they got their nerve to be proud. The so-called white man, now hell with peace. Ain't no peace. You done committed wickedness all over the whole world and want to throw up the deuces. Hell no.
That's right, man. Oh man,
hey, you cave dwelling demons.
Yeah, but they want to be like they hate niggas, but they want to be like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, want to pose and shit.
That's right. Like I was going into earlier, man. The so-called white man, he doesn't want to just take on who he truly is, man. He wants to be every other nation outside of who the Most High made him to be, man.
Right.
But he'll take on certain characteristics of everybody, but he hates everybody. He doesn't really truly want to be them, man. At the same time,
the thing about it is he's the deceiver.
Right.
So that's how he encapsulates himself into deception.
That's right.
Right. That's it. Because that's right. He shapeshifts, man.
Yeah.
That bitch off X-Men that can turn into anybody, so she can fool you. What's her Mystique?
Yeah.
You know
that
what I'm
bitch
saying?
died too.
Yeah. She has to get the business too, man.
that's right.
And so that's the nature of Esau, man. To confuse you and to trick you,
Right.
To thinking that he's okay, man. He wants to act like this person, act like that person, act like this person does. So you'll forget that he's a damn devil.
That's right.
You know?
But we see you.
Yeah.
You fucking devils.
But through the truth, through
That's
the
right.
words of the Heavenly Father, we can wipe that bullshit away and see your ass,
right,
man.
like they live.
Like they live when we got the glasses on,
Right,
man.
right.
And that's another reason why y'all hate us so much, man. Because we can see clearly through your bullshit, man. Because the white man is just full of games, man. That's why his language is just full of semantics. You know, all this double speech that's written in that book, 1984 by Orwell.
Yeah.
Everything in this place is about confusion. The white man, he embodies just confusion, man. He's truly a deceiver, the devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
And for all this wickedness that he's perpetrated throughout the earth, man, over time, man, he somehow thinks in his heart, like the brother said, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee, that his kingdom is just going to go on and on. Go ahead and get your got, and then you do what you got.
This is Zechariah 11 and 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell the say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
That's right. So whose possessors slay them and say they're not guilty. So the white man committed all this iniquity against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans across just all the nations of the earth, man. But somehow he'll just draw his hand back and say he's not guilty, man.
And that's why you have to think about it, man. Like recently, they were talking about the Kim Jong-un, him killing his uncle and shit. Oh, this man's just such a madman. He's crazy. He's a dictator and all this other shit. You people do that till this very day.
That's right, man.
Y'all do it every single day if a cop not killing a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. And then you justify it with your bullshit man-made laws.
Right. Who framing mischief by law?
And you're not mad for doing the shit that you do?
That's right.
Y'all kill people over in other countries right now with your soldiers over there. With drone attacks and every damn thing. But, go ahead.
Hell, you all rape your own women in your own militaries.
Yep.
You know?
And men.
And men.
That's right, man. But that just goes to show that the so-called white man is a hypocrite, man. Because he can commit all this iniquity throughout the earth to every nation throughout the earth. But when it's time for payback, for recompense, for judgment and harm to be brought upon him, he doesn't think it's a fair shake.
He throws up the peace sign.
God, because I was just laughing about a report of a guy they executed in Ohio. There's some injection they gave him where he's suffocating. This man done tortured a woman who was 8 months pregnant, raped her, sodomized her, all this other shit, but yet the family is going to court over this man being injected and executed. He wasn't supposed to go to sleep and relax and just die. He had to suffer something.
That's right, man. Before
Fucking devils, man.
Before all this iniquity, man, it's gonna be payback. And we understand that clearly through the prophecies written in this Bible, man. And that's why we come out here boldly and proclaim it, man, through faith, man. Because all this wickedness, man, that the so-called white man has committed, like we read in Obadiah, the pride of thine heart, of his heart, has deceived me. He thinks that he's just gonna go on forever, man, in wickedness, man. But the scriptures say otherwise. Go ahead and get that in Psalms, brother.
Psalms 49 and 11. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
That's right. So the inward thought of the so-called white man is that their houses, their rulership shall continue forever. Go ahead.
In their dwelling places, to all generations, they call their lands after their own names.
And their dwelling places to all generations. So they think all this wickedness and all these riches they've established by false gain, by wicked gain, they think they're going to be able to pass that on to their little ugly ass cracker babies, man. And the scriptures say that they call the lands after their own names. America, named after Amerigo Vespucci, Africa, after Leo Scipios Africanus, man. You know? So we just hit prophecy after prophecy that just clearly depict who the devil is according to the Bible, which is the so-called white man.
That's right.
You got something, brother? Go ahead and get it.
Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces and the judges thereof.
That's right. So the scriptures say that the earth, the power, the rulership of the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And we all know that the wicked, according to the Bible, is the so-called white man, woman and child. Go ahead.
If not, where and who is he?
Go back to it. He covered.
Okay. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
That's right. And this is the main judge. This is the main judge that the so-called white man, the devil, the wicked, according to the Bible, covered up. This is blasphemy according to the Bible.
That's right, brother.
Our Lord and Savior never looked like you pasty so-called white people, man.
That's right.
So this is a clear prophecy, man, showing who the wicked is according to the Bible, man. Go ahead, brother.
If not, where and who is he?
So the Lord, through his word, is asking a rhetorical question. If the white man, if the so-called white man is not the devil, if is not the wicked, what and who and what is he? Where is he? All right, because we always got to do the process of elimination with the nations, you know, basically. Do the so-called Africans have control of the earth? No.
Nope.
We damn sure know that they don't.
They can't even eat.
They starving like a motherfucker, man. Through the so-called gooks, they can't even see straight, man. They don't have control of the earth. Any one of these other nations outside the so-called white man does not have complete power of the earth, man.
If you want to know who's running the world or who has control of the world, I pull out your dollar bill and look at the face on it, and that's going to tell you who's running things.
That's right.
No matter where you at.
That's right, because that's a good point that the brother mentioned that on your dollar bill, because the American currency is the global currency of the world. It's known as the currency of commerce and trade. Just even the English language is the global language of the earth. In aviation, you can't even aviate an aircraft without being able to speak English, man. And that's not by coincidence, man. That shows that the so-called white man has a foothold in the earth, man. He's created a global hegemony, man. He's occupying everybody's land. He has a military base in over like 116 different nations throughout the planet, man.
And he has U.S. embassies in more countries than that.
That's right.
You, a so-called American, can travel anywhere with only English in his back pocket and be straight. And they're going to accommodate him, you know. They're going to accommodate him wherever you go, you know.
That's right, man.
You can go to Bangladesh and be cool. You can go to Liechtenstein. Look that up on the map, and you'll be all right. All right. But it's just like the brother said, it's all through the design. And really it's all through the process of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that has happened that way. Okay? Because he wants the vessel of wrath to reach his pinnacle before he shows his power on earth with the most tremendous destruction in the history of the world.
That's right, man. That's a beautiful point, like we read in Job 20 and 22, man. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, man. So it's all, the white man, the so-called white man is not ruling on his own accord, by his own authority, man. The Most High ultimately has him set up in power to be the whipping stick of the earth.
The left-hand power.
To be the left-hand power, basically. Matter of fact, somebody can get Daniel 7.
Yeah.
Real quick, and then we'll get yours. The so-called white man, you know, he's a pawn in the Most High's grand chessboard of life. In reality, as we know it,
man. To be the spiritual demon Satan.
That's right.
Minion on earth.
That's right.
That's right. That's exactly right, man.
Yeah, the so-called white man is the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan here on earth.
That's right.
Can't you tell? Look at the state of the world under your rulership, white man. Yeah, under your rulership, under your people's rulership, the earth has been destroyed. You can't see that? There wasn't cancer in the ancient world.
Hell no.
There wasn't H1N1 virus in the ancient world. There wasn't AIDS. There wasn't a hole in the ozone layer. There wasn't hundreds of thousands of extinct species and endangered species.
Right.
This happened under your rulership. A very short period of rulership, in fact. That means your poison is strong.
That's right, man. That's right.
Okay?
That's right, man. And that shows, man, that had to be a greater power, man, that allowed that to happen, man. To allow one nation to rule in the type of wickedness in the wicked way, in the drastic way that he's ruled, man, for this amount of time that he has ruled, man. There has to have been a power that allowed that to happen, man. Go ahead and give what you got real quick. We'll come back to it.
This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, when hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord?
That's right. So going back from the beginning in Genesis, man, the prophecy in Genesis, the scriptures is asking, was not Esau Jacob's brother? So the white man now, that it's time for recompense against his own nation for all the atrocities and iniquity that he's done to every nation, but chiefly to the Lord's people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Because you're not white.
Yeah, that's right.
You put that on yourself to proclaim yourself as pure. You're really red.
That's right.
You're the biblical Edomites. All right, you're red people. That's why when you laugh real hard, you get red. You get smacked in the face, you turn red. You get cold, you turn red.
Sunburn.
All right, sunburn. You turn red.
Ain't nothing Tahar about you so-called white people.
All right,
If you want to know what the word Tahar means, look it up.
That's right. Whenever you come out as a baby, you're red because your blood shows forth through your skin.
That's right.
You're Esau in the Bible.
That's right.
That's your true biblical nationality.
That's right.
And there's specific prophecies towards your people.
That's right, brother.
That's why they want to hide who Esau is. That's why they never bring out the nation of Esau, man.
That's right.
Because that's really who you are.
right.
And there's a lot of destruction coming that's prescribed for after your rulership. Because it said when you ruled, you was going to tear shit up. And that's exactly what you did. You ruled by the sword. You wouldn't have a war here. You wouldn't have a war there and broke this nation down. You even went to this little island called Grenada and messed that sucker up, man. Yep. You're compelled for destruction.
That's right, brother.
And you don't even know why. You just like, I just got to. I can't help myself. Right. But look, God is not going to help you. It's going to destroy you, man.
Just marked or something.
Yeah, that's right. You just put a target on your chest. All right?
That's right, man.
See, that's the type of confusion you got right there. Like I said, like the brother just said, man, if they would have stayed here any longer, we'd have been like, hey, look, man, can y'all answer something, man? How are these other people worse than you motherfuckers, man? They're not. This country locks up more people than any other country. You people destroy and poison shit all over the world.
Right. West Virginia.
Wait, that's a current thing going on right now. There's people already moving out right now from West Virginia. There's like, I'm not even taking a chance at believing you people telling us this water's clean. I don't even know if my child is going to be in the right state of mind after he drinks this water and grows the fuck up.
Right.
Oh, right. And they know, these Edomites know, man.
That's right, brother. That's why the scriptures say, woe to him that destroy the earth, man. So the Most High, man, he's going to bring a swift recompense, man. Not for just destroying the people, man, but also for destroying the earth, man. Hey, start. Read that again.
Con.
I was trying to make a point. Go back to where you was.
I'm going to read Malachi chapter 1, starting at verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Right, like we were just going into, man, it was established from the beginning because the so-called white man, now that it's time for judgment,
we say so-called white man.
He wants to be our brother.
Say white man.
He wants to come in peace all of a sudden now. And truly, according to the scriptures, you are our brother, but you're our wicked fraternal twin brother. Right. You were set up to be the left-hand power on earth. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because I basically get to the point of who the wicked is according to the Bible. And laid is, I'm gonna start at verse 3 again. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
That's right.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
That's right. So the scriptures say that they shall call them the border of wickedness, meaning everywhere that the so-called white man places his pale red foot is wickedness, man. Wickedness just exponentially increases. Wherever he places that red toe, man. Go ahead.
And the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever.
And the people of who the Lord has indignation, righteous anger forever.
Long time.
Forever, man.
Long time. You know what? It's going to be as long as the hatred that y'all got for us.
That's right, man.
Just like pursuant to Ezekiel 35, where it talk about that perpetual hatred that Esau was going to have for Jacob. How y'all going to hate us forever, but we can't hate y'all forever? You know what I'm saying? You get to walk up and down the street, skinny and gritty, in your beige jacket, looking like a homosexual. But we can't say nothing. This nigga got a flat top, a brown jacket, and a train running down the street with him.
That comment was hate.
You know? What was it?
But what was this, man? Man, look at the slave ships, man. Was this not hate? Was this not hate, man? All you've ever done, your whole manner of being, your whole existence is nothing but hate, man.
And confusion.
And can I say something real quick? When we hold up these signs, the first thing y'all want to say is, well, that was in the past. That was a long time ago. Well, this is a future prophecy.
That's right.
This is what you're about to do. So we got you covered on all bases. You a devil no matter how you look at it. Whether you look at the past, whether you look at the present, or whether you look in the future. You are the devil that the Bible speaks of. So deal with it, man. You gonna sit up here and tell us that we can't hate y'all when it's okay for y'all to hate us? That don't make no sense, man. That don't make no kind of sense. We got to love y'all, but y'all hate us.
That's right.
Come on, man.
The white man is just completely unfair, man. Like, you had this homosexual just come by, man, and the brother made a comment, and he wants to talk about hate. But we got the signs lined up, man. Over the course of history, man, that's all that the so-called white man is spread throughout the earth is hate, man.
Right.
But you know what? He admitted to being a homosexual. He said we're all homosexuals. He admitted it.
See that confusion right there with your bullshit?
But we out here just speaking, man. But the so-called white man has actually displayed his hate indeed.
Right.
Look at those two cities over there in Japan, man. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. Was that not a display of the hate that the white man had for those people? The genocide that he committed against the Native Americans, man.
I was like, when they made this, hate was on their mind.
Yeah,
that's love.
Yeah, it's like,
That's love.
because this was an instrument of war that the so-called white man, those German scientists, created to spread more hate. But we out here just preaching the Bible, and y'all got it in y'all mind.
It's so funny.
But you know what, man? It ain't gonna be funny when these instruments of death that the Lord put in your twisted ass mind to create bomb your ass.
That's
man.
right.
And by the way, let me say something real quick, because I'm revving up here. No, you all right? I'm revving up. I was revving up on the way up here, man. King Noble, you a fucking asshole. All right? King Noble, General Yohana, you came back looking like goddamn like you, man, I need some smack, bird. I need some smack, bird. Fuck wrong with you? That's probably why you didn't go to the goddamn debate. You scratching your neck and shit, man. I mean, you might see me on camera picking my beard because of ingrown hairs and shit, nigga.
Yeah, you need that. Yeah, looking like you need that.
Old school hero.
Like you was getting like you was taking hits of that H-bomb, man.
Yeah.
Man, King Noble, let me say something. Let's get some scriptures on deck, man. You know what? Let's get where is that? For I am not ashamed of the. That's in Romans 1, right? I am not ashamed of the God. Now, this guy King Noble. First of all, you guys are ashamed of who you are as people, man. You gonna sit there and say we not revolutionary, okay? Let me explain something to you, you fucking idiot, okay? He talking about, because anytime the white man walk up, we say, listen, we citizens. Somebody also give me Romans 13. Because the Lord didn't tell us to come up against this society. No, stay where you at, Stay where you at. The Lord didn't tell us to come up into this society and do a coup against this society. He told us to prophesy against this fucking society, man.
That's right.
The way you show true courage is stand in the face of death, man. That's how you show true courage, man. You don't show true courage talking about you want to bang on a white man, but you ain't gonna bust a goddamn grape in a fruit fight, man. That's right. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna punch out of a wet paper bag, you dumbass nigga. And then you hinge on the fact, because we tell people that we not gonna do things in this society. That's just wise, you idiot. And then the other nigga that was on the phone with you tried to equate the Lord. He said, well, the Lord, you know, this guy, he comes back, he's coming with violence and murder. You're right. But when he was here, guess what? He said, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and what unto the Lord what is Lord. He lived a wise life, man. Right. And then when they put him up on trial, he didn't resist the powers. He didn't resist the powers not one bit, man. So what the hell you talking about? We done went to jail for this shit, man.
Yep.
We got people threatening to kill us. You got people throwing shit at us. Shit that could potentially seriously injure people, man. Talking about we ain't revolutionary, man. We telling the white man to his goddamn face that he's the devil.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
We can lose our jobs.
Yep, our family.
We can lose our family. We can
Our
lose
lives.
everything, man.
That's right.
Talking about we ain't revolutionary, man.
And that's it. But that's an excuse, man. That's really an excuse because you ain't doing shit.
Get my bag.
Because you don't know what to do. That's an excuse because you don't know what the fuck to do.
That's right.
Now you talking all this shit because you really trying to excite something that you won't start.
Y'all know.
You fucking pit pussy, man. We actually out here galvanizing brothers on one accord for something that's gonna happen, man.
Right.
What you doing?
And the way we doing it is through behavior.
That's right.
See, y'all not giving. See, y'all want to keep talking about this black shit and this. Somebody, before we get all those other scriptures, before you get that, give me Ecclesiastes chapter 12, right at the end of the verse. Start at verse 12.
And it's just more proof that y'all really don't have nothing to say against the word of the Heavenly Father, man. Y'all have nothing to say towards this truth.
No.
man.
At the end of the
So you
chapter.
tap dance with bullshit premises, with bullshit points that don't make no sense. When Peter cut off started the
ear of
cut off the ear of Malchus, the Lord got mad. Told him, hold on, it ain't time for that.
Right. Well, he wasn't really mad at him. He just was like, he was just telling him it ain't that time
that
yet.
time.
Because, like, for instance, the Lord was with Judas Maccabee, but it just wasn't that time. Because the Greeks were supposed to come up. And if what was going on, and you know what's crazy is the way the Lord set it up with Judas and his brothers and all that, they're pretty much the ones that got the Romans up in there. Because I've been reading the history of the Peloponnesian War by Thucydides. Okay, now if you know anything about that, okay, and you brothers got to start getting your history, man. This is why Elder Tahar keep hinging on that, man. You got to understand that a lot of those people that lost in the like today, can any brother tell me what the capital of Greece is? Can you tell me what the capital of Greece is? Athens. Athens. Boy, I knew you knew. I wasn't asking you. It's Athens. That came about through the history of the Peloponnesian War because they were fighting against Sparta. Okay? Essentially, they were fighting against our people, really. I mean, and when you read the book, it's so clear. And the Spartans, the Spartans had, you know what they had control of? They had control of Sicily and southern Italy. And that's where a lot of their strongholds were. Okay? Now, when you go into the history of the Maccabees and all that, it fleshes all that stuff out. So if it wasn't for the Maccabees, then them Romans wouldn't have been able to get up in there. So the Lord set it up so it wasn't time for even though the Lord put Judas Maccabee up on a high glorified level in history, it wasn't that time yet. Okay?
Because that region of land that was controlled in and around the Mediterranean Sea was an extremely important place.
Yeah, because it was trade.
Because it connected all those areas. You could move here, trade, make money.
That's why that battle at the Hellespont with the Persians and the Greeks was so important, because if they could get the Hellespont, that was it. That opened them up to pretty much the whole West.
Control all that.
If they would have got the Hellespont, the battle of the they call it the Hot Gates. It was a battle of the Hot Gates. That's where the Persians lost to the Greeks. And if they could have got that, they would have had access to the whole West, man. All right? All right, go ahead. Read that. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books, there is no end. So people like you, King Noble, and all you other people, y'all can sit there and talk all this philosophical shit all the fuck you want to. I mean, that's cool. Y'all niggas seem intelligent. To be honest with you seem like you read a few books. You know how to articulate your words and shit. You don't use too much profanity. You know?
But now what?
Yeah, now-
You don't have nothing, or you have no behavior to offer. We have behavior to offer. Go ahead.
And much study is weariness of the flesh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Here's the conclusion of the matter. You need a certain type of behavior. At the end of the day, you need a certain type of behavior, and the behavior has to be based off of something that's based off of truth. Somebody give me 2 Timothy. Is it 2 Timothy? It's either 2 Timothy 4:19. No, I think it's 2 Timothy 2:19 for the foundation of the Lord stands sure.
Yeah.
It's 2:19, right? Give me a good spot up there. Keep going, brother.
Con. And much study is weariness of the flesh.
See, y'all all weary. We ain't tired, man. We don't get tired talking about we ain't no revolution. We come out here week in and week out and tell these niggas they ain't shit. Tell the white man he ain't shit. Tell these women they ain't shit. Tell this society they're a bunch of liars. Tell you people that martial law is coming. That's right. Enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can. Go ahead, brother.
Start all over at verse
And for
13.
the elect, this is what you're supposed to do.
Talking about that's not revolutionary. That's the only revolutionary thing. Now, if you so hardcore, what do you want us to do? You want us to go out killing people? Is that what you want us to do? Because the last I checked, that phone you using, you paying bills on that. You ain't no revolutionary. You paying the white man to pay your bills to use that phone, nigga. You got lights in your house, nigga? Am I mistaken, or is it like a crusty nigga sitting up at the utilities company talking about give me my money?
That YouTube,
dumbass
that
nigga.
YouTube, if you don't follow the rules of YouTube, they gonna take your shit down.
Talking about just because we tell the so-called white man when he come up that we're law-abiding, we letting them know that because we're throwing it in their face. We're heaping hot coals on their head, man. Letting them know that even though I'm a law-abiding citizen, you still the devil. America's still gonna be destroyed, and you going in slavery, boy.
Yep.
And no, by the way, we don't get our fucking rights from no goddamn First Amendment, man. We don't get our rights from no goddamn Constitution, man. The Most High give us our rights, man.
That's right.
He got us out here, man. Ain't no goddamn piece of paper other than this that give us our rights, man. Yep. This is the only thing that give us our rights, the words of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, goddamn bunch of white people writing a document on parchment give us our rights, man. Go ahead, brother.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High.
And y'all have no fear of anything. That's why you claim you're atheist and all that. Don't know how nothing was created, but you claim you're an atheist. You have no fear of the things that are outside of your ability to understand. See, I fear the things that are outside of my ability to understand. Not only that, I admit there are things outside of my ability to understand.
That's right.
How do you make a sun? How do you make a black hole? How do you illuminate an element? How do you break down elements so much so that you realize that even the elements got elements within them? How do you even break down those elements to even know that all it is just vibrational energy?
Yeah, break down a chord.
I fear that. Whoever can do that, I fear that.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
That's the difference of what we bringing to you. We bringing the behavior. We bringing the behavior. Because see, when we get these people in our kingdom, it ain't just gonna be the Indians or the Africans get to eat doo-doo out of cows' asses, man. You gonna behave a certain way, man.
That's right.
You gonna behave a certain way. Okay?
There's gonna be a proper function to the planet.
There's gonna be a proper way that you function.
That's right.
You can't just use the land more than 6 years. You just ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna need you. Hey, we getting spices. We getting spices from Indonesia, Malaysia, and all that. Hey, you know what? This is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna set a taskmaster over. These 6 years, you're gonna plant here. Within that 6 years, you're gonna be nourishing this land over here. So in that 7th year, when you let that land right over there rest, you're gonna be planting seeds in this land. It's behavior, that's all. It's just certain ways you're supposed to act. My Lord, I have found my wife with my brother. Bring your brother hither, sir. See?
Yeah, good night.
Good night. It's behavior. See, that's the thing that y'all don't understand. We're bringing behavior to our people, man. And to the other nations.
That's right.
Y'all ain't bringing shit, but I'm black.
That's right. That's right. That's right. When you get down to it, that's exactly right, man. Because if these niggas really had true ancient knowledge, true ancient wisdom, nigga fly. Do something with your knowledge. Create something. Alright? Go to Super Saiyan 3.
Also, they take the knowledge, the so-called knowledge that they got, and make a song out of it.
Yeah.
Make a video. You know? Yeah, man. Come on, man. I want to say y'all gotta do better than that if you're gonna come up against this truth, man.
And that brings us back to Romans chapter 1, which the brother got. Because we're not ashamed to tell you that that's what we're about. Talking about we ain't revolutionary, man. You ain't revolutionary. You ain't gonna do shit, man. You ain't gonna do a damn thing, man. Go ahead, brother.
Romans chapter 1, verse 15. So as much as in me is, I am ready to preach the gospel to you that are at Rome also.
And that's the other thing too, man. That's why a lot of you guys, even in GMS, man, you better get your shit together, because a lot of you guys ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready to battle with these people, man. You ain't ready to battle with these people at all, man. Somebody asks you a question, you don't even know how to answer the goddamn question, man. You ain't ready to battle, man. I am ready to battle, man. Not only am I ready to battle, I ain't ashamed, as he's about to say, man. That's right. Go ahead, brother.
For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Yahushua.
We ain't ashamed of the gospel of Yahushua, man. And by the way, Chicago, man, stay the fuck off our board, man. Nigga, unless you want to come see us down here, man. You ain't shit talking about a soft answer, turn away rap. How about this, nigga? A soft answer, turn away a fucking thief and stomp his ass in the ground, nigga. How about that? That's right. Come find that out, nigga.
You got soft answers the whole time you was in this camp.
Bitch ass nigga.
But you still acting like a
we was the
whole
most
ass nigga.
merciful nigga to you that anybody could be to somebody, man. You piece of shit. You got a lot of fucking nerve, man.
And you know that.
And that dude that was coming up here, he wasn't asking a goddamn question. He was interrupting my speech. Piece of shit. Go ahead, brother.
You got some.
Chicago, you got some fucking nerve, man.
Wicked as you were,
As
man.
wicked as you fucking are.
Stop.
Hey, remember that question you asked me, nigga? If that martial arts really work, nigga, I'm willing to show you, nigga. I'm willing to show you.
Let that be your answer, man. Alright?
For it is the power of the Most High unto salvation to everyone that believeth.
To everyone that believe it. Scott, you didn't believe. King Noble niggas like you, y'all don't believe. I see my man Sarnetta, he teetering a little bit. Man, teetering a little bit. Hey, because you know what? You can't fight the truth, man. When that truth hits you, it's just like, man, because really, if a person is really seeking the answers, if they really seeking it, and the Lord wants you to find it, that don't mean that you of the elect. It just means if the Lord wants you to find it, you'll find it. Yeah. Like even Simon the sorcerer, he wasn't of the elect. Well, actually, the scripture don't tell you what ended up happening with him at the end of the day, but it tells you that, you know, he had a goddamn, he had an epiphany.
Even Nebuchadnezzar was like...
Even Nebuchadnezzar found the truth.
Like,
hey, even the most wicked nigga that ever came against our nation, Antiochus or Antiochus, whatever you want to call him, even he had a come to Jesus moment.
And that's another stumbling block.
That's another stumbling block to you niggas. You know? Because Bubble Eyes would say that means that he could be of the elect.
Yeah.
Even though the Lord called him the desolation of abomination, man.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
To everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek.
Yep. And that's another stumbling block.
Stumbling block.
That's another stumbling block. But then, what's crazy about it is like people like Nate, they understand the breakdown of the Israelite foreigners, but just to spite they cut off their nose just to spite their face because they don't want to push what GMS is pushing, man. You dudes are a bunch of goddamn pussies, man. You're a bunch of cowards and pussies, man. And if you were here, I would say it directly to your face. Just ask that nigga turtle shock ya. Nobody backed down from that asshole. He tried to make it seem, and you guys,
we was gonna be chill, so we was chill.
and so we was chill. And then he tried to make it to where we couldn't film. You know, we can film, they can film, but we can't film it. You know why you tried to do that? Because you wanted to edit the video, which you did, by the way. We showed the whole video, man. Go ahead, brother.
Right. For therein is the righteousness of the Most High revealed from faith to faith.
That's how the righteousness, what is righteousness? Doing the right thing. Keeping the law, doing what you're supposed to do, behaving properly according to the word of the Heavenly Father. Now, just because there's a chosen people, the Israelites, those people that are on this sign, everybody's supposed to act righteous, man. And just to prove, and just to show you that y'all dealing with lightweights, you got that guy Nazi, he was talking about the Lord loves the Egyptians. You didn't read that scripture right, man. Those you gotta understand, when they're talking about prophecy, they jumping back around and around and around and around again. Okay? Okay? The Lord don't like the Egyptians, and we can prove that in Zechariah chapter 12. Because when we get into the kingdom, if they don't come up for the Feast of Tabernacles, we're gonna make it to where they go through a famine, man. You know, like in where they had the Olympics in China, right? They were doing what's called cloud seeding to make the weather nice, man. To where it wouldn't rain, man. So these damn heathens can do that. What you think we're gonna be able to do in the kingdom, man? If we don't want it to rain on your land, it ain't gonna rain on your land, all right? That's an act of hate. That ain't no act of I love the Egyptians. Go ahead, but you gotta have water to live. You gotta have water to grow vegetables. You gotta have water for everything. Feed your animals. Yeah, what's Ash West Virginia? That's right. They suffering right now. Go ahead, brother.
For therein is the righteousness of the Most High revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith.
And that's another thing. That's another stumbling block. We live by faith. And see, guys like you, that you Pan-African niggas talking about we ain't revolution. First of all, I don't give a fuck you saying we not. I don't care that. I don't need that title, man. I don't need that title, brother. Yeah, of course.
You said the twerking is
It's revolutionary.
So by your standard, anything wicked is revolutionary. So no, we're not revolutionary, nigga.
Yeah, I don't need that title, but you know what? We are revolutionary. Simply revolutionary means turning things upside down. Oh, let's get that in Acts. Who are these men that turn the world upside down? So in a sense, we are. Hey, listen, they changing whole policies on the internet because of us, man.
Yep.
Starting with Elder Tahar, all the other elders on down, man. They changing whole policies on the internet. They took away. I remember when they took away the goddamn bulletin, man.
Yeah. YouTube. We were using that motherfucker.
We was using that motherfucker.
Whole breakdowns was going on that bad boy, right? Y'all remember that?
I'm a shot ball. I got the Isaiah boy.
Bring it out.
Isaiah 29, verse 16. Surely a turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's...
No, that's not what I was asking for, but you can go ahead and read that.
Okay. Shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, or shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he hath not no understanding.
No, Acts 17:6. Acts 17:6. Read that again up. Because that's the other side. That's the other side. That's the negative balance of turning things upside down. Because you revolutionary too, but you revolutionary in wickedness. Right. Talking about telling it's a free, liberating thing for a girl to be shaking her ass, man. Meanwhile, the hood is rampant with AIDS and all type of STDs.
Yeah.
People having children that ain't getting taken care of, making little monsters. But that's a revolutionary act, knowing full well that when you shake your ass, that a little boy is gonna want to have sex with that little girl, man. Or your uncle gonna want to have sex with you. You niggas, man. What, man? I can't wait till the Lord give us that chance, man. You ain't gonna bust a goddamn grape in a fruit fight, man. And you so-called white people are the devil, man.
That's right. That's right.
That's the first time you heard that, Susan?
I still pipe you down, though. You heard that, ISUPK? Go ahead.
Acts 17:4, and some of them believed and consorted with Paul and Silas, and of the devout Greeks a great multitude, and of the chief women not a few.
I have a strong spirit, brother. I can resist it. Start over.
Right. And some of them believed and consorted with Paul and Silas, and of the devout Greeks a great multitude. And of
Paul wasn't going around punching people. Paul was ducking and dodging people, fighting them and killing them, man. Oh, you know what Paul was doing? He was preaching, debating, and calling the devil, man.
Right.
He was preaching, debating, and calling the devil, man. He was, even sometimes he was philosophizing. Go ahead.
And of the devout Greeks a great multitude, and of the chief women not a few. But the Jews which believed not, moved with envy, took unto them certain lewd fellows.
Oh, that's some other guys, like Nate and all them other guys. Y'all are moved with envy, man. Y'all are moved with envy, and a lot of you guys that failed this well, you know, I don't know if I should say it on camera yet because it might not be well known. But basically, man, a lot of you guys, man, even in Israel, man, a lot of y'all are moved to envy because you want certain positions, but you don't know what the fuck it takes, man. You don't know what it takes. That's why Yahushua asked the two brothers, he said, are you able to be baptized with the baptism that I'm baptized with? You want all this glory, but are you able to be baptized with the baptism I'm baptized? Can you handle this weight? They said, yeah, okay. Well, guess what? You are going to handle it, and you might fall out because of it.
Right.
This ain't no goddamn gimmick, man. You either believe this or you don't. If envy moves you for any reason, man, that's a goddamn female trait, man. That's a bitch trait, man. Be jealous of no goddamn man. If that man is of the elect, man, you should be thankful for that man. In whatever capacity he can work.
Right. Took unto them certain lewd fellows of the baser sort, and gathered a company, and set all the city on an uproar, and assaulted the house of Jason, and sought to bring them out to the people. And when they found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying,